We are two people who are open for new relationships. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. Have you ever been rejected in Tinder or Hinge or any other dating app before? When did it happen? When you matched with someone, started talking, then even went on a date, and when everything seemed just fine, got ghosted? When did you reach the point when you said, I don't care anymore, I'm going to find my partner organically, and then deleted the dating apps? It seems like a waste of time, but the average person spends around 8 months on dating apps. And then we compare this to the job market. The average job searching process is around 6 to 9 months without any feedback or any point where you can stick to. And then we start to question ourselves, what could I have done? How can I improve my performance? What can I do in order to become a better person or become the best candidate to meet the company's requirements? And then, of course, we often hear these success stories when people went super far and then knocked on every door. They applied for a company and then got rejected 4 times as well. And then somehow they managed to find a contact of the team leader. They invited them for a coffee. And then they offered to work for this company for a certain amount of time for free just to prove their value. And then they got the job, so that's perfect. And then this sounds super heroic, right? We start to question ourselves, why can't I do the same? Why this is not happening to me? And then we tend to forget that these stories are in the spotlight, and then our resources are limited, and our approach to job searching changes after facing endless rejection. So then, even though we tend to see some changes in the recruiting system, companies are trying to hire based on skill set instead of degrees sometimes, but they still have some biases and some problems within the system. And then they are afraid of hiring newcomers. And it's super hard to get in the ecosystem if you're not part of it already. And then we start questioning ourselves again, why is so hard to see the value in the newcomers?
First of all, I think we have a good job descriptions, and we find the right requirements, and we have a very good offer in connection with the wages. What's the matter? We have good jobs. Why cannot find the right person? I think it's a bad question. So it's not about this kind of requirements, salary, job descriptions. Mainly, the young candidates plays a very special role in the changing in the world around us. As the former presenter talked about, we need to find them, we need to connect with them. So our presentation will be about it. First of all, we need to understand that there is a landslide on the job market, and there is a very huge and very fast changing in the world, how we would like to see or rate the competencies, and mainly the core competencies. It seems, you just see on the screen that this changes is very fast, and in every years the prediction talk about in the next some decades we will change, or we will meet with change in core competencies. The core competencies is very important during the education and during the job searching and during, I think, whole active life. What does it mean? Core competencies was defined many decades ago by the specialist experts of the OECD countries, and the story is about which kind of knowledge, which kind of abilities need to be in the future, in the education, and what kind of skills and abilities need to build in the young person. So this is changing, and I think it's very important to see that. The other thing is the company is thinking about the future many times, try to find out which kind of future will be in the next some years. But there is differences between prediction and nexting. The nexting means that I would like to create a prediction from our experiences in the now, and I would like to predict a little bit longer prediction in the future from this kind of experiences. But really, it doesn't work. So how does it work now? Today's most of the companies would like to find IT specialists who have some knowledge and expertise in advanced IT, and they are able to lead and create teams and supporting teams in the industry. It's interesting to see that the whole of the requirements in the future is focusing on some kind of IT stuff, but it's much more than. As you see, that the soft skills plays also a very important role in the story, and I think after this presentation, I hope you will understand why. So soft skills and IT skills plays a very important role. The other skills just reducing their role in the story, and we would like to find a person in the next 10 years with very good personal skills, very good social skills, and with very good and advanced technological and IT skills. What about the workplace? Usually we used to think about that if we get a new young graduates, they won't be stay there during some years, or maybe left in the next some months because of better salary or something like that. But if you think about it, it's a big pattern. A survey told about that. The most people are interested in engagement with the company, and they would like to find some opportunities to get new knowledge, get new skills, to be able to learn and develop themselves. So if we would like to see our young graduates in our working fields, I think we can be open for that person because they will search this kind of feature. And last, it's very important to see that skills not place as facts in the background, but skills can give us some opportunity to think about our working process. What does it mean? If we think about skills, we usually think about person. But nowadays, most of the companies start to reorganize their job design and different kind of processes connected with the HR and connected to the recruitment. What does it mean? If you would like to find the right person, at first I have to define jobs with skills. We need to define skill set for every job, every certain job in the company. As Allianz said, did that in the last some years. They defined more than 700 skills, and they create a skill set around each position, and they try to find the right person for that. But this is not enough. Why? Because the skill set is defined from inside the company. It means that I would like to get somebody with the skill set what I defined, but usually it's not happen. What's happened? Arrive with somebody with some skills, better things than I waited, but not the old skills working with that person. I need to think about it. How can I reskill that person, and how can I give this person opportunity to do the job the best at the company? So during the hiring process, if we would like to use the skill sets, we will find the right person, but we need to be very flexible to work with the young graduates. So as the numbers said, it's by skill-based recruitment, most of the recruiting can be leave from the company. So the last story about it is that in our world, the young graduates need to work as a full-time job employee at the company. They need to get some important stuff to do there. During the onboarding process, we have to deal with this, and we have to grow that persons into the company. The last, we need to think about the play, the game. This is a non-zero-sum game, so this is not a game with somebody lose and somebody win. We have to win, both of us, during this process. So we have to find some cooperation, some common values, and we have to find a solution, common solution for our questions. So what does it mean? We just creating a table with different kind of stuff from the dating and from the job searching and recruitment process. We think the dynamic model of making relationship and dating can help us to create better jobs and better solution for our questions.
And then we want a platform that provides connection and creating value together.
It's very important that both scenarios give us opportunity to build high quality connection and cooperation between the persons.
And of course, we aim to use our skills and talents in a good way.
In both scenarios, the soft skills play a very important role.
And then when we imagine a stable connection, we want safety in the solace of uncertain times.
Because we are seeking security and balance during this process.
And ultimately, we are looking for a bigger purpose.
And we are open for a new relationship, and this relationship will be some kind of home for us.
And then, of course, we are on the same side. Changing the recruitment is a common responsibility. So when we start creating safe spaces where candidates and employers can meet without boundaries and they can connect together, then we can start building relationships that are built on trust. And when someone takes the time and energy to discovering your values, you don't have to be perfect anymore. Thank you so much for listening to our TED Talk.
Thank you.